What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it as ever. Apologies that the videos have been a little bit sporadic recently. I'm slightly ill. I've got some sort of weird, like, not that this matters, but some sort of weird, like, viral thing that is just, it knocked me for six. The back end of this week, I actually had to take some time off of work, so just made me feel quite poorly. And I'm still not great, but I'm better than what I was. Anyways, if you haven't done so yet, if you could subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't done so yet, if you could like the video, share the video, any comments that you want to make, please feel free. Leave them in the comment section down below. And yeah, let's get into it then. So, 3-0 win against Rotherham at home. Pleased. Obviously, that's 6 in a row now. How can you not be pleased? That's 18 points. We've scored something like 21 goals and conceded 3, I think, in that time frame overall. So, really, really, really good. Really promising moving forward. And we appear to be hitting form at just the right time. And there are players that are now stepping up to the fore and really, really doing fantastically well. So, running through the team, I think it's important to do that as we start and kind of move on. So, Melee in goal literally had nothing to do, bar a save towards the end of the game. Distribution was fine, it was okay. Left back Firpo, again, strong game, did well, was subbed, probably knackered, can't blame him. Some good overlapping with Somerville. Thought he played quite well. Gave away a couple of needless free kicks, but overall I thought he was quite solid. Ampadu and Rodon in the middle. I mean, there's nothing you can say about them. They are the literal definition of a brick wall. The literal definition of a brick wall. So overall, again, pleased with those. Right back, Archie Gray. I mean, there's nothing else you can say about Archie Gray other than the fact that he's an absolute machine. No two ways about it. The boy is incredible. I think later on in the actual game itself, Roberts came on for his debut. Looked fine, looked solid. Not what else you can say about him. Midfield wise, Camera, probably for me, not his best game overall, I feel. I don't think he played as well as what he can do. He wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination, but just seemed a little off the pace. Potential that he's probably a little bit leggy. One of those things. Potential. Gruev, he's just so good. He's always got an option. He's always got an out ball. He's always got somewhere that he can pass it to. He's always got somebody that he can move the ball onto. Rutter, again, phenomenal for me. Brilliant. Drove forward really, really well. Kept the ball really, really well. For Somerville's goal, the second one, how he rode that challenge, I'll never know. I will never, ever know. I just wish he was not as erratic in front of goal when it comes to taking shots and everything. But he's an absolute joy to watch overall. So, in terms of ratings and top performers, he scored highest. He got a 9.2 overall. But again, he just enjoys football. There's nothing else you can say about him. And when you're enjoying your football and things are going well, it's really, really good to see. Somerville on the left, I thought played well. We're going to get into his goals in a bit. I thought he played well. Drifted in and out of the game a little bit, but at the key moments was there. Nonto, great game. Really, really good game for Nonto. Drove forward really well, tracked back really well in support of Gray, which I thought was quite good. Bamford, overall, got his goal. I thought his chasing down and running off of the ball was really, really good again. And it just highlights what he brings to the team and what he has the ability or is able to do in a game and when we can put it all together. So, In terms of the goals overall, the first goal, it's a handball. Looking at the replays, it's a handball. You can't get away from that. It's a handball. Shouldn't have stood, but it did. We are where we are. It's that's a case of certain decisions I should say, evening themselves out as games go on. Second goal, brilliant. Rutter riding the challenge really, really well, putting Somerville through, and then just Somerville having the chance to run past the last man and put the ball in, scores a wonderful goal. And just that's when it kind of started to look absolutely okay. Then we get the penalty. And he's a Dutchman, don't you know, does the cheeky little PANENKA penalty, which is just... I mean, I'm watching it, crapping myself, thinking that we're not going to score, and then he just... I mean, to have the confidence to do that and to get that to, just really, really good. Should we have scored more? Probably yes. I thought we did well in the first half in terms of dominating the game, but we were wasteful in front of goal. I mean, the Somerville chance was one. That one should have been buried, and it wasn't. At no point were they ever kind of really stretching us or testing us. Their kind of game plan, it would have seemed to have been, was to sit in and hit the wings. So cross-field balls to either to the right or the left-hand side. I think, interestingly, nearly 50% of their attacks came down the right-hand side. So they were quite clearly trying to focus on Junior Firpo, which didn't work out for them. So, unlucky. But they were poor. There's nothing else you can say about it. They were poor. We were professional, and we get the points in and we win the game, which is really, really good. I'm pleased that Cresswell got a game. It was good to see him come on. It was really nice to see the crowd chanting for him as well. But we just keep getting points on the board and we keep moving forwards. And it brings me to kind of sort of one of the points that I really want to kind of put home. Yes, Southampton were 2-0 down against Huddersfield. However, we all knew what was going to happen in the second half. It's Huddersfield. Southampton then come back to make it 2-2. Huddersfield then make it 3-2. And we're all like, don't mess this up, don't mess this up. And then Southampton end up winning. And we all kind of feel a bit deflated because everybody sees it as an opportunity, or it's a missed opportunity to go second. And it's a bit of a daft way of thinking about it, because at the end of the day, we can't affect what goes on in other games, what happens in other games today. I mean, nobody would have predicted, for me, Ipswich drawing with West Brom. I think anybody would have put probably us, Ipswich and Southampton all winning. I think that would have been the relevant thing that would have happened, would have been Ipswich, Southampton and us all winning the game. So the important thing is that we either match or better results moving forwards. We've bettered Ipswich's result, which puts a little bit of daylight between us and them. We've got the superior goal difference with them as well, which is basically another point. And we're in touching distance with Southampton. And that's what we need to maintain. That's what we need to be pushing forwards with. What we need to focus on is next game after next game after next game. We have got an hellacious schedule coming up in terms of where we need to travel to, who we're playing against, all those kind of stuff. So we've got a Tuesday night game, which is just, it's ridiculous that we're playing again on Tuesday, but we are where we are. And we've got to focus on ourselves. We can't worry about what other people are doing. We can't affect that. We can't make any changes to what might happen in those games, and we have to celebrate the wins when they come in and not treat a win today as almost like a loss is the wrong word, but not treat it like it's a negative because Huddersfield couldn't hold on to a lead or Tom Lee scored an own goal. We can't affect that. Enjoy what's going on at the moment. Yes, it's stressful. Yes, it's annoying, but just enjoy it. Absolutely enjoy it, because we've now won 6 games in a row. We go on to Tuesday with the potential to win 7. And I know there's a lot of worry about burnout and players and everything and stuff like that, but I promise you, with the squad that we've got at this moment in time, they don't care how many games they're playing. They would love to probably be playing every other day at the moment because we are winning pretty much. And again, it's hugely evident that this is a team. This is a team of players who are friends, who get on and who are absolutely enjoying everything. And it's really pleasing to see. It's nice to be able to, as stressful as it is, enjoy the football again. So well done to the boys. Really, really pleased with the result. We are very much in touching distance with Southampton. We've put a bit of daylight between us and Ipswich. It can all turn at the drop of a hat. We know that. So it's just on to the next one. And we've just got to keep moving on and keep going forwards. And one final little thing that I wanted to say, and I really, really wanted to speak on this because it really bothered me when I listened about it, and it's to do with the Bamford situation. And I know I'm a couple of days late to this. But if you are a fan and you turn up at a player's house, you're an idiot. If you are a fan and you are sending death threats to a player because he missed a penalty or he missed a shot, you are scum, basically. If you are a fan and you are sending death threats to that player's partner or that player's child, you are lower than scum. And you have no business supporting our club, supporting this team whatsoever at all. I completely support everybody's right to criticise a player when they're not performing right or they do something wrong. 100% you can criticise somebody. And like Jer says on the View, when that becomes personal, you lose. You 100% lose, and you're not a fan. You're an absolute idiot, coward. There's nothing else that you can be called. You're a coward. Turning up to somebody's house to intimidate them when it's just their partner and their child that's there is coward manoeuvres. And you should be ashamed of yourself. Absolutely ashamed of yourself. And that's it. That's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, please also don't forget to subscribe. If you've got any comments about anything that I've said, feel free, put them in the comment section down below. And we move on to Swansea. And let's just keep this train going. Take care. Cheers.